Long COVID is an autoinflammatory disease. This is an opinion piece and it's a little off topic. So I will remind you that I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist, but I do have an autoinflammatory condition and a bachelor's degree in biomedical science. Everything I'm hearing and seeing about long COVID just screams autoinflammatory to me. With all the resources now going into research on long COVID, I was sure they'd figure it out, but I'm still not seeing it anywhere yet, and the closest I'm seeing is a suggestion that long COVID might be autoimmune. I have to say this, and maybe living with an autoinflammatory condition is an advantage, or maybe it's a bias, but it seems really obvious to me. Autoinflammatory diseases have been in research literature for over 20 years now, but have focused on rare genetic diseases like mine. Autoinflammatory diseases involve the innate immune system, and it's time that the wider community knew more about them. We now know the innate immune system also has a memory, and cells in the innate immune system can be programmed or differentiate into pro-inflammatory subtypes. My autoinflammatory disease is genetic. I inherited it, and I've had symptoms from birth. But every time I've had a bad infection, I've been left just that little bit permanently worse than before. There are late-onset autoinflammatory diseases which seem to be a mystery, but in many cases, they follow some kind of viral or bacterial infection. There are people struggling with conditions like chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia that are described as idiopathic, but many of those can probably point to a viral or bacterial infection that happened not long before the symptoms started. So now we have COVID, and resources are going into this long-haul COVID mystery. Will they work out that it's an autoinflammatory disease? As I said, this is an opinion piece, so only time will tell if I'm right. If you are unlucky enough to have had some kind of bacterial or viral infection, COVID or otherwise, followed by long-lasting chronic vague symptoms like malaise, fatigue, body and joint aches, headaches, brain fog and depression, welcome to the club. You can expect to be disbelieved and misunderstood until research catches up and doctors get across that research. In my opinion, you have a bacterial or viral-induced autoinflammatory disease. I don't have any great advice except try and find yourself a doctor who has heard of autoinflammatory diseases and who is willing to listen to you. And good luck.